Hello, everybody. This is That Shy Guy Matt, coming to you from a new angle. I just thought I would test out a new angle because my screen is here. And, yeah, I watched somebody else, and I was thinking maybe I'll try this. So I'll have my video off to this side, so it looks like I'm watching the video, so it looks a little bit more easier on the eyes. And perhaps I could get more footage in instead of a tiny little square down here. So, this will just be a test. If I like the editing result, maybe I'll stick to this style for a while. But with that said, today we are going to be watching Rings of Power Season 2, Episode 4. It came out earlier today, and I know, again, people are mixed on it, but I'm just watching it for fun, enjoying it so far. If you like what you see, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. On my road to 500 subs. I've already had about 15 subs already in the past month. Not a lot, of course, but I'm slowly getting there. So, this won't be on Patreon, as always. I keep Patreon just for movies. And with that, let us just hop into Episode 4. There are going to be commercials in this I cut out, as always, because apparently you have to pay even more. $3 or $4 a month to get rid of commercials on Amazon. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy Amazon Prime for the shipping, but for the video and the Prime game, there's not a lot going on, especially since they got rid of the Prime reward drops for games, and now commercials on videos. But it is what it is. Drink of the day. Peepsy. Do Peepsy. So where we left off, I think they were making the rings for men, right?
Yes, I can recommend an archer and 2 swordsmen.
Take my axe.
And my bow. Legolas. I don't know, would Legolas be alive now? Because Elrond and Galadriel are young here. So I don't think Legolas would be around yet. Well, Gimli's here. Well, dwarves live a long time too, so I don't know. Lindon?
Lightning.
Lightning. Wizard?
I believe they have to turn due north, adding 2 weeks to our journey. We go south.
Through the hills of Turin Gortad.
Is this an evil I know about? Oh, we already seen orcs and goblins, so what would be in the hills? We seen a troll.
We go south. Your opinion on the matter has been heard.
Elrond.
Ooh, she called you by your name.
Opinion heard, Lieutenant.
You gonna yell at her? Address me as my rank?
This company will not take counsel from that trinket.
Sorry guys, I can't tell with my head how far off I'm looking away from the camera. Oh, that's right, they got sucked up by the Twister. In the real world, they'd be dead. But I'm sure in this they're gonna be fine. Or they're dying and he has to resurrect them as a wizard. I don't know much of his powers. When you start out as a wizard, do you have like less powers? Obviously, he doesn't have good control of them, right? From what we've seen, assuming this is his first form. It's been a very long time since I read the books or any of the lore.
Suppose you've seen a pair of halflings.
Is it them? That's not our lady.
There are some stars above your hill. I had hoped that...
This is another wizard. Special tree. Ooh, is this an ent? I'd love to see another ent.
The branch, of course.
If it's an ent, it's not going to be happy you're doing that. Yeah. Oh. Not an ent?
Never mind, where is he? Where are we?
I think we lost him.
Doubt it.
I'm nobody.
Well, he can't be nobody.
So we got a human wizardy kind of possible guy. an alive tree, and another half-foot?
From Poppy.
Uh-oh.
You're about to meet the Goond, or Dwell Leader. And if you want her to even think about taking you in, there's 4 rules. 1, never look her in the eye. B, always stand 3 steps back. 4, don't ever, ever, no matter what, call her the Goond.
Hmm.
Was that 3 rules or 4?
I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, it was 3. Rule 4. Don't forget about the rules. So, half-foot hobbits, whatever, they can exist in deserty kind of terrains too, huh? Makes sense. They seem like kind of people that survive everywhere. They're even able to grow stuff there, huh? Well, we've seen greenery.
Harfoots living in holes.
Harfoots. Oh, I thought they were called half-foot.
This friend of yours, who is he anyways?
He's a giant.
Wizard.
What?
He makes his way.
This guy looks familiar. I know he's a popular Hollywood celebrity, but I can't think of his name. So many words. Halflings, Harfoots, hobbits. All the same in my head. Maybe it just depends on the era and the place. They go by different names. Pet ant?
Back in the Withy window, folk used to call me Bombadil. Tom Bombadil.
Tom Bombadil. I recognize that name. Was he in The Hobbit? I know that name. I don't know why.
Clean your hands, wash your face.
Can't find much information about Tom Bombadil. But I know I read that name somewhere. Probably in the books.
Newcomers, hmm? Still newcomers.
So, he has powers, but he's not really not much listed about him online. Maybe they added more for him for the show?
Tom was there before the river and the trees.
Is he like a creator of Middle-earth? One of the first people in Middle-earth? This is kind of cool to me.
This magic. Can you teach it to me? Might you teach me how to wield
Belong
a
to
staff?
myself?
Wizard staff.
I was never meant to find a staff under these stars. I was meant to find you.
So is maybe this like the oldest wizard around?
You're not the first Eastar who's eaten honey by my fire. The Dark Wizard.
Okay. Sauron.
Not without an ally far more powerful even than himself.
Or is it maybe that guy that lives in those 3 ruins?
If these 2 flames combine into one,
Okay.
there will be no end
Yeah.
to burn.
So that other evil guy that's looking for Gandalf, that's who this guy's talking about.
Is it my task to stop the fire? Is it my task to face Sauron?
Your task is to face them both.
Well, yeah, Gandalf was there at the huge battle against Sauron, right? And then again in Lord of the Rings, so this is fascinating. Again, I don't know how accurate it is to the lore, but seeing the name Tom Bombadil, so many questions. Is this the Dark Forest again? Oh, Elrond.
I feel no rest here.
Are we getting zombie creature things? Those either look like tombs or little burrows for them to come out of. Oh!
According to law, only the blades with which they were buried will return such creatures to rest.
They left all their weapons.
No, that guy was disarmed. That look a little bit better. Less bright.
It was foolish of me.
Can I see the mark?
Astrid, what is this?
Self-burn. The wildmen do it to hide the mark of Ada.
Yes, I said I've seen that mark before on her. So little troll cages for the victims. No, might as well join him. Oh, I thought maybe they went to some kind of underground cave or something. Well, kind of a cave. A snake cave.
This one we shall call supper.
Have you come back here to lead us all to the Suzat?
Rorimas never found the Suzat. We just kept wandering. We don't have a home.
Sighted. Bigfoot, coming this way. The Harfoots. Where are they?
The only halflings we know about in this desert are Stoors.
How does that not terrify you?
Because the suffering of a world ruled by Sauron terrifies me more.
Fair.
Galadriel.
Estrid, drop the sword!
It's kind of thinking it was the sword.
Bowing, uprooting, branch breakers and trunk splitters all!
Forgiveness takes an age.
I promise. We will see to it that the trees of this wood are left in peace.
It'd be a hard promise to keep.
Hagen! I can't believe you're here.
She was betrothed.
Look at you.
Poor Celiador. I guess he doesn't make an heir with her. But her name does sound familiar, Astrid. Uh-oh, they smell elf flesh. So the ring gives her more powers. Well, they are called the Rings of Power, so...
Ellen sila lumen o mentielvo. Heruni alta.
Okay, so that was... yeah, episode 4 of Rings of Power, Season 2. That was an amazing episode. I haven't seen what people thought of the episode yet, but personally I loved it. A lot of story and deep lore going on there, with Gandalf running into... I already forgot his name, but I knew the name as soon as I heard it. Bimbal? Tim Bimbal? Whatever. You know who it is. And then the halflings running across the other tribe of halflings in a prophecy. Oh, and then Gandalf hearing about the not being worthy, basically, of getting the staff yet. And then we got to see Ents and some undead creature things that I hadn't seen before or heard of before. Kind of reminded me of Shades a little bit. Great action scene with Galadriel at the end there. Yeah, really, really, really good episode. Probably the best episode of the 2 seasons so far, I think. At least from lore-wise and being introduced to a bunch of new stuff. Well, and old stuff. There's a really nice emotional thing with the Ents there, too. Yeah, I really like this episode. After I'm done recording this, I'm going to go check out some reviews of what people thought of this episode for sure. I will say I know last episode, or episode 2, one of those episodes, I had seen people complaining about the orcs have families and kids now, and fans were split on that, saying that that's not lore accurate. But I do recall something about orcs are basically corrupted elves, right? So if they're corrupted elves, wouldn't that mean they're still capable of having families because they used to be elves? Still capable of breeding? I mean, I know we didn't see orc families in the Lord of the Ring movies, and I don't know if they were mentioned in the books. Still, it would make sense that they could have families. I didn't see what the big deal was. But anyways, so yeah, that was a great episode. I can't wait till next week's episode is released. I'm so spoiled with streaming stuff now, having to wait a week at a time. Of course, that's how it was when I was a kid on TV, waiting weeks on end. Well, 1 week after the other for a TV show. But yeah, if you guys like what you've seen, like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for episode 5 when it comes out. After this, directly after this, I'm recording 2 episodes of Breaking Bad, because it's been a while since I filmed any more of that. And I guess that's all for now. This has been That Shy Guy Matt, and I thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.